Greetings, Ben right here with another edition of SaaS Metrics School. Welcome. So today, talking growth rates, and one of the latest newsletters from SaaStr and Jason Lemkin was talking about fundable growth rates, and no VC wants growth rates less than this. So less than these percentages would be considered mediocre growth. Now, I find growth is in the eye of the beholder and what benchmarks you're going after. But according to Lemkin in his post, and I'll put the link to this post in the show notes, if you're under 1 million ARR, you don't want growth less than 200%, 1 to 5 million ARR, less than 125%, 5 to 15 million ARR, growth less than 100%, 20 to 40 million ARR, growth less than 60 to 80%. And if you're 50 million ARR, growth less than 60%, and 100 million ARR and probably above, growth less than 40 to 50%. So, according to Lemkin, that no VC wants growth rates less than that if they're going to invest. And growth is very subjective. Everybody has different thoughts around growth, whether it's PE, VC, strategics, or just if we're bootstrapped and just going for a decent growth rate. I was talking to a founder today, actually, who's looking to exit and having around 20% growth rates. Now, yes, for VC, that would be not good. But for a bootstrap business growing 20% in this market, that could be solid. I don't want to dismiss growth rates when they're in that 20 to 34%, because at least you are growing. You have growth versus, say, low single digit growth. So, according to Lumpkin, you don't want growth rates less than that. Now, I also look at benchmark data sets from Ray Reich at benchmark.ai. I think some of the best benchmarks out there for SaaS metrics. And according to the growth rates in that latest survey, median growth rates anywhere from 50% if you're less than 1 million ARR, to 40 to 32 to 30 to 24. So kind of a range of median growth rates from small ARR size around 50% up to large SaaS companies around 20%. So in that 20 to 50% range of growth, depending on the size of your company. Now, top quartile looks like you're growing, say 100%, at that top quartile, down to say around 35, 34% if you're 100 million ARR SaaS. So again, a little different scale based on that benchmarks data set from benchmark.ai. So again, I think growth targets are very subjective. Of course, we want as high as possible, but you're going to see all sorts of different things. The top PE firms wanting those 200, 300% growth rates. But then again, let's not dismiss if we're growing nicely, but we're bootstrapped at 20 to 30% and have a nice, consistent business. There's a lot of respect for that, in my opinion, as well. So just be careful with the growth rates, but also be aware of those expectations, because those expectations are different based on the crowd that you're talking to. So again, I'll put the link in the show notes for that Lemkin post. So again, growth rates, I think always a funny one, a squishy one, because I think, again, it's in the eye of the beholder. Take care.